Don in London, hello. My daily video, all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, recovering alcoholic, one day at a time, and my behaviour, equally addictive, people, places, things, work, relationships, trying to fill the gap inside, not quite sure what it was, not realising that the gap inside is to be filled with things which are good choices, being open and willing and honest to live life, rather than in an ocean of alcohol with fear, seeking oblivion because life wasn't working for me and I didn't understand it. So these days, one day at a time in recovery, I share here daily reflections from this book, from AA. I don't speak for AA, never can, never will, Alcoholics Anonymous, full of unique, authentic people who will speak where they will for themselves. We're all sort of equal and right-sized as we go along, and we cut down on our resentment and anger and stop judging, if we're lucky, one day at a time. So for today it talks about giving freely, and this is July 27th. Giving freely. We will make every personal sacrifice necessary to ensure the unity of Alcoholics Anonymous, and that's about unity, service and recovery, and doing our best to help people in fellowship, in the group that we attend, or the groups that we attend. We will do this because we have learned to love God and one another, and love God, for me, God is truth, love and wisdom of others, getting away from my self-belief and opinion to an open, honest attitude about life. So God, as we understand, is a personal understanding, and it can be as simple as good conscience. To be self-supporting through our own contributions was never a strong characteristic during my days as a practicing alcoholic. I was terrible. The giving of time or money was always demanded a price tag. As a newcomer, I was told we have to give it away in order to keep it, and that is to share the message of experience, strength and hope as best we can. And just by a mere presence sometimes, that's enough. As I began to adopt the principles of Alcoholics Anonymous in my life, I soon found it was a privilege to give to the fellowship as an expression of gratitude I felt in my heart. My love of God, that is truth, love, wisdom of others, and others became the motivating factor in my life, with no thought of return. I realise now that giving freely is God's way of expressing himself through me, and it truly is just being right-sized, because if we help one another, not only in fellowship but in the real life situation, day by day, open, honest and willing to choices which are good not only for ourselves but for those around us, we keep in some sort of life balance, and we don't become fearful, putting on that brave face, and ego starting to make us thirsty again. So as I share at the end of these videos, if life is going well or hard or tough or joyful or sad, the serenity prayer to God or good conscience helps me to make balance possible. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, for me, is simply just for today.